Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Flat Creek Outdoors. I'm Phil, and today we're going to be having some fun running the saws, taking down some trees, and collecting some firewood. Last night it was down in the 30s, though today it's going to be up in the mid 60s, so that's a treat. So last night we actually came out, stayed in the camper so that we could get a full day of work out here with the good weather. So today and tomorrow both, we're going to be out here all day. I have planned to make several videos, including I picked up a new chain because you guys gave me a hard time on the last video with when I kind of compared my Husqvarna 455 Rancher to my new Echo CS590 saw. So I picked up a new chain for the Husky, so then those two saws will be running the same chain, the same style of chain, and we can kind of run them side by side in a much more fair comparison than what I did last time. So anyway, that'll be an upcoming video. This video though, I need to make a little repair on the tractor, and I need to stack a little bit of wood, and then we're going to head off into the woods and take down some trees and collect some firewood. So let's get started. So the fix that we need to work on here is that this 2x4 down here cracked, and so this whole thing, because it's on a hinge, can fly open. So I couldn't load the carryall up all the way. I think the solution I'm going to go for here should be pretty quick and easy. I have some leftover hurricane strap from when we strapped down our shed. So I think if I just make a little bracket with that, screw it in place, that should do it for us. I think I could probably just get away with just one of these too. That's pretty good. I think we'll get one more above. Oh yeah. That's great. So I think we'll start with real quick here. This is actually a large limb from a maple that I took down last year. It's just been sitting here on the field edge. So I'm going to clean this up, take the fatter wood off of it, and stack it off to the side. And then right behind me here, a couple of these trees on this field edge we're going to knock down today. That maple kind of freaked me out a little bit. It had a lot of tension on it. It was leaning a lot, had a real heavy top, and just had to really put some thought into how I wanted to take that down and keep myself safe. But that went off without a hitch. That same tree has, I think, 2 more trunks that are smaller. We'll knock both of those down as well. And then right, I don't know if we'll see. Yeah, these 2 right here, there's a maple and a poplar. I want to take those 2 down, but I don't necessarily want trees falling on trees just because it's going to be a little bit harder to clean things up. So I'm going to grab the tractor. I'm going to get some of this top out of here, pull these trunks out, add them to the pile that way, and then we'll drop the next 2. Gotta love having a grapple. So I got the brush pile right there. I'm actually gonna grab all of this. I have a burn pile set up across the property. I just didn't feel like driving back and forth right now, but that'll all have to get moved. And then that pile over there is a pile of logs. Now, there was the maple I started with, and then I found another piece of that same maple. And then I realized over here on the tree line, there was some stuff that I took down last year. There's a couple pine logs, and there's actually an oak log. So all of that stuff that I took down last year is pretty much just about seasoned. So I'll separate all that out, split it, stack it separate, and then this other green stuff that I just took down today, I'll split and stack separate as well. So I've got these two trees here. One of them's gonna be a double. I guess it's not even a double. It's two trees that grew right next to each other. So exactly how I'm gonna take this down, I'm not sure yet, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and try to slide the saw in and get the bigger tree down first and then take the other one down. I was trying to think of a way to take both of them down at the same time, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing well enough. I don't trust myself enough to try to figure that out. So I've got that. We got this little guy right here needs to get out of the way, and this little beech tree needs to get out of the way, and then I'm going to go after that big poplar. I'll just go ahead and drop all these at the same time on that same stack. And then I've got, in this area I just cleared now, where I just took that other maple out, I've got the other two trunks of that same maple I can take down. So quite a few trees coming down here today, and then after I get everything stacked up over there, we'll go ahead and make some firewood. I'm glad the bigger tree came down on its own. It was hung up. I didn't realize these two trees were grown together. Where this tree goes up and makes a bend, it kind of wrapped around one of the branches on that tree. So this tree, for a period, the smaller tree, was holding up that larger tree. But there's a little bit of breeze today, so it kind of just shook itself just enough that it could go ahead and release, which I'm thankful for. That made things a little bit easier. If I had to drop that smaller tree with all the other trees' weight on it, that would have been a little more sketchy. The wind's really picked up here in the last 20 or 30 minutes, and I don't trust my skills enough to drop that big poplar. That thing's got to be 100 feet tall, and it is just swaying in the breeze, and the wind today is actually blowing towards the woods. So I just don't want to I don't want to risk that tree falling the wrong way, getting hung up on one of the surrounding trees, and I have to deal with that. So I'm not going to tackle that today, but I will knock out these last two small stems of this maple here. We'll do the cleanup, and we'll measure up our big pile of wood that hopefully we have at the end of this. wind is really picking up. I don't know how much it's coming in on the microphone, but it is breezy today. I am thankful for all this wood. This project here is to clear some of the encroachment on our field. So I'm not just taking down healthy trees just for the heck of it. I am wanting to reclaim some of our field edges here, and I've been working on that on and off for 3 years on this property, and there is plenty more of that kind of work to do. But I'm thankful for the grapple. It makes much quicker work for this kind of thing. I've got a lot more wood over there that I can keep chipping away at, but today I'm going to fill up this carryall. I'm going to grab a log or two off of this stack with the grapple, take it up back to the wood yard, and I've got a bunch of other wood already up there, so I plan on running the splitter a little bit today as well, but I'll save that for a future video. Thanks for spending a little time with me. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.